Hello, this is Curtis Crowe of Crowe.Studios, and today we're going to talk about the very long-awaited Canon 7D Mark II. Now, this has been rumored for a long time, and it's been around for even longer. It was considered the crop body standard for professional photography. Now, some of the updates we're going to see is a 20 megapixel sensor, which granted is not very high from the 18 megapixel sensor that we've seen before. And if you compare it to any of the Nikon sensors, that's actually rather puny. But honestly, megapixels aren't everything, and there are some advantages to smaller megapixels. Hence why Apple does not actually increase their megapixels in their camera on their phones. But to move on, what else we have here is we have 10 frames per second that we're going to see in this new Canon update, this refresh. We're going to see a 65-point cross-type autofocusing system. Now, this is very exciting because the Canon 7D was notorious. It was known for its awesome autofocusing system. Even with its only 18 cross-type autofocusing points it had before, it now has 65. So we're going to see a huge jump in that. That's honestly even better than the Canon 5D Mark III, which honestly, in my opinion, is going to also get a refresh very, very soon. So that's exciting. Now, the processor itself, it's now a dual Digic 6 processor, which is a brand new processor for the imaging processing. It's going to give us more ISO range. It's going to give us better, or I should say, smaller amounts of grain in our high ISO images. It's got enhanced environmental sealing. Now, the old one was weather sealed, so I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that, but as the updates come in, I will definitely update you guys. Now, we have a compact flash and SD card slot. USB 3.0, so now we can transfer our files even faster if we're using the USB 3.0 slot. What we also have is built-in GPS, which we also see in the Canon 7D and the Canon 6D, which is a very useful feature, especially being it's integrated into Lightroom to be able to geotag your photos. What else we have here is they got a larger capacity new battery. It's still an LP6, but it's actually an LPE6N. So there's going to be some higher capacity for even longer shooting, which is pretty impressive considering my other LP6 batteries can last for 2 or 3 weddings without dying when I have a battery grip on. Other things we get to see is 1/8,000th of a second shutter speed, which is nothing new to my knowledge. And then the actual shutter itself is rated for 200,000 cycles, so it's a very durable shutter. When the 7D Mark I was only rated for 150,000, so it's definitely going to be improving for the longevity of this new camera. So far, that's all I got for this Canon camera, the specs. Definitely stay tuned. We're going to go over more about this camera. Maybe we'll even get our hands on this camera. And as always, like, share, and subscribe to this video or to our channel. You'll see more information as things come out in Photokina. So this is a very exciting week for photographers, and I hope you stay tuned. Toodles.